What's up guys? Today we're going to be talking about my EDC carry for 2022. This is going to be for the first portion of the summer of 2022 going into winter seasons and when it's starting to cool off and when the seasons are changing to more wearing jeans and jackets type of thing. So let's get straight into it. Starting off, we're going to be talking about which watch am I wearing for those winter seasons, and straight off, of course, it is going to be the Seiko Samurai. I did a complete rundown and review of this video. It'll be linked up in the corner. This watch is absolutely amazing. It's really like blue, so it kind of goes kind of cold with the winter season, and it is just so beautiful. So it is definitely a watch that I am wearing pretty much all seasons every year because I just love it so much. Now, I do work casual in a fast food job, so I'm not going to be wearing my really nice watches to work because I will destroy them with a matter of hours. So I do wear a really old Apple Watch Series 3. This Apple Watch has been through thick and thin. As you can tell, it's covered in scratches and it's had a very hard life. But I do have two bands for this. Right now I have the metal one on there because I just feel like it breathes a little bit better than those rubber ones. But during winter, I will be changing it back to the rubber band just because this band gets really cold when you go to put it on. So definitely going to be changing that over. Jumping into the knife. I've already done a review on this knife as well because this knife was a very recent purchase and I have not taken it out of my pocket since. And that is going to be the Benchmade Mini Adamas All Black. This knife, of course, is going to be my EDC because it is one of the most amazing knives I have in my collection. Not just by the price point, by the way that it opens and closes, the access lock, the handles, the blade material, the coating, how kind of sterile the blade is with just the Benchmade logo, and then a few other type of things just written on it. And if you do want to check out more about this knife, I will again have it linked up in the corner. The second knife that I am carrying, of course, is going to be the ESEE Azula because it is probably one of the best smaller fixed blades that I have seen on the market, especially from price point to the way it looks, to the different ways you can have the handles, to the steel, to just how perfect it fits in the hand. I really feel like this is the perfect EDC knife, including the sheath that comes along with it. If you guys do hate the sheath, again, you can just buy, sheaths that are made custom, built, and it is really good for those winter months when you're wearing those jeans. Slap it on your belt, or you can put it into a pocket, and it pretty much just disappears. Nobody knows it's there. But of course, in Australia, you cannot be carrying knives in public, and we're not going to be getting into the political side of that. A lot of people disagree with that, but again, not getting into that. Going on to wallets. Right now I am just using an Amazon metal wallet with like a little bit of a elastic strap around it, and I just keep my ID, bank card and Medicare card in there just because they're the essential things that I need when going out. And if you do need any cash, you just chuck it into the little elastic band that it has and it does the job. I am looking at maybe getting a leather wallet, but that might be coming more towards maybe the end of the year, just because I want to kind of weigh out the prices and kind of see what else is out there instead of jumping for the first one that I see. Sunglasses, for me, I wear super cheap sunglasses because they are, after all, just sunglasses. They just block out the sun and they do a pretty good job doing it. They're just Kmart sunglasses. They're like $7. I've got like 3 pairs of them, and I pretty much just got one for going to the beach, one for my everyday, and one as a backup in case I lose or break them. And they do a great job. I have had no issues with these, and they were like $7 for nice looking sunglasses. Yeah, they're plastic and you know, it's probably just got plastic covered inserts in it. I really don't care. Like, it's just sunglasses. I know some people really do get into sunglasses and they need to have the most expensive of expensive sunglasses and they need to be name brand Ray-Bans or something, but for me, $7 Kmart sunglasses do the best job that I could imagine, and as long as they keep the sun out of my eyes, I don't care. Going on to something new to my EDC. This may seem a little bit unorthodox and kind of weird to some people, as why would you have that when you have a phone or you have a laptop or you have all this technology built in with notes and pages and stuff, but there's something about just having a nice notepad on you. I really don't carry it around because this notepad is a little too thick for that, but I would like to get a much thinner notebook that's kind of like a soft leather cover, but I just carry a really cheap pen that my mechanic gave to me, and I pretty much just write notes in there, kind of just saying what I need to do for the day and just little reminders, little notes, kind of just, if I'm feeling kind of down that day, I might write an inspirational quote in there or something, just to kind of give me a little bit of hype, just kind of get me going through the day. But having a notebook is kind of handy because sometimes whenever you put a reminder, it gets caught up with all the other notifications in your phone, you don't see it or you just delete it thinking that you'll remember and then you completely forget. But in your notebook, you kind of have it on you and you go, oh, my notebook's in my pocket, what do I need to do today? And then you are physically having to take it out and look, and because it's in your pocket, you know it's there and it's kind of intrusive, so it reminds you all the time about those things that you need to be doing and that you need to be checking your notebook. So in my mind, it works. For some people it might not, and that's great. But for me, it definitely works and helps me with, remembering things that I need to be doing and things I need to be getting through on the day. And last but not least, the Orbit Key Nest. I also have done a video on this because it was, I think, my second video I ever did. And this thing is with me every step of the day. So going through what I have in here, I have just an old pen. Probably one of my favorite pens I keep in here because I don't want to be losing it as it was from my dad. I have some old SD cards in here, a 512 megabyte one, which I don't know what you could fit on there. And then a 2 gigabyte one, just kind of like backup ones in case I need SD cards. I got a comb in case I need to comb my hair or my facial hair because it's getting ratty. I've got some cards from Knife Shop Australia, Knife Supplies, just random cards that I guess I've collected. I've got the charging cable because if I'm ever out somewhere and I need to charge my phone and I don't have my charger, then I can just plug this into a USB and just sit my phone on the little charging pad. And I have a Swiss Army knife, just a really cheap one because honestly Swiss Army knives are good. I guess they're alright. I'm not going to get snobby over multi-tools because they're just multi-tools. You don't need the best of the best if it's a multi-tool. You're just going to be using it. If it breaks and you go buy a new one. That's my opinion on things. When it breaks, you buy a new one or you get it repaired. Don't fix what's not broken. And last of all is going to be a new jacket that I got. It was probably about $90 from Terra Cash. As we're kind of coming into those winter seasons where it's starting to cool off. Today was the first day of a cool changer. It was like 26 degrees Celsius or something. So it was nice and cool today. We had a bit of rain. So I've got a new jacket in the collection. And it's a little bit more fancy aside. But I found it looked more utilitarian and kind of more useful than fashionable. I did want something that looked good, but I didn't want something that looked kind of just cheesy and over the top fancy. So I kind of got something that was in the middle where it looked nice, but it also was able to be worn every day, and it had a lot of pockets and it had a lot of places where I could put keys, wallets, notepads, stuff like that. The stuff I kind of carry every day. And this jacket you know, it was pretty much exactly what I was looking for, so I was really lucky to come across it, especially on a highly discounted price from $200 down to $80. So that was definitely a massive point for me getting it, is it was on a massive discount. Alright guys, that is going to be it for today. Thank you so much for coming out and checking out my EDC for the beginning of 2022. I didn't do one for the end of 2021 because it was pretty much the same as the beginning. I was carrying the same knife, the same watch I had, the same glasses, wallets, phone, keys, everything. My keys are the exact same as last time. They're on that little paracord, little, you know, key, whatever you call it. And it's just got my car keys, house key, and a few other keys for side gates and windows, and that's pretty much about it. So thanks for coming out guys, and I will catch you guys next week.